Okay, Tom. Why don't you give an example of some specific instance when you were growing up?
Well, kind of a theme throughout our childhood was this time in America when my father and many people had a strong belief in the country and the excitement. The World War II was over, America was booming, the optimism and the spirit of the American spirit that they had was a huge influence all throughout our childhood. So with that, my father wanted to take us and my mother to one of his goals was all the states in the Union before we got out of high school. So every year he'd get another plan and would talk about it throughout the year. Get excited, then got to do the traditional classic family vacations with the station wagons, all piled in, and so every year we had great things to look forward to and got to learn about our country. So that just continued on to learning about other cultures, traveling abroad. That was just a major theme that he shared and passed on to us. So very fond memories of those trips.
And what life lessons has your father given you?
Boy, that's a tough one. From an early age on through young adulthood, some of the more humorous ones that I recall. When I was younger, I was the youngest of the boys. Probably was a little more needy and maybe a little more whiny. And I remember at times having something, I don't remember the exact situation, but it was one that I didn't really want to deal with. And I kept wanting my dad to solve it for him. And it was something with a question I wanted to answer. I can't recall the specific question, but finally he was really getting tired and annoyed, and he goes, "Tommy, go stick your head in a bucket of water, and when you get the answer, pull your head up." And at first I was shocked and hurt, but then the idea just was so funny, I started laughing, and actually for where I was probably the best advice. But later on in life, I was always very shy, and he would try and get me more have a little more confidence. But I remember him telling a story that I always remember when his father, my dad's father, my grandfather, who I didn't meet, he died when my father was 17, went to get a driver's license in Detroit. And my grandfather couldn't read or write. And he took my dad with him, and they had to go to the police station those days in downtown Detroit. And there was a written test and a verbal test, and so my grandfather goes into the room, my dad's with him, and the policeman is going to start giving this test, and my grandfather reaches in a pocket with a cigar, because he used to make cigars, and he hands a cigar to the guy who's going to give him the test, and it got the guy all kind of flustered, and my grandfather's talking with him. Anyway, I thought that was a great story. He went on and got his license, but that was one of the stories I liked.
Well, thank you very much, Tom.
Okay.